So today we are talking about relationship and maturity. We need some level of maturity in our relationship because how the thing is going, you know.
If you are not matured, you'll be left behind.
Right.
Yeah, it's true. So many things you have to ignore. You have to learn how to ignore.
I'm telling you, they will use you. Your heart will be at a. They will use you as your heart as an example. They break you some more, they pinch you some more, and the person too is enjoying himself or herself somewhere.
I know, right?
And you are crying, and there's more heartbreak too to come. If there's one heartbreak, Penny, you want to die. You miss the rest of the heartbreaks.
Nice one. All
right, so maturity in relationship, and it's so big that I'm going to divide it into 2 Fridays. So part 1 and part 2.
Good.
The first one is that maturity is a choice.
Maturity is a choice.
It doesn't come by chance. You don't sleep today and wake up tomorrow and say that I want to be matured. It doesn't work out like that. You don't sleep today, wake up tomorrow and say, hey, I am matured. And it doesn't come with how long you have lived. You can be 50 years and still not matured. You can go into 10 years relationship and still not matured.
Good.
There's a difference between experience and maturity. Don't think because you have experience you are matured. The maturity comes from the proper use of the lessons that are extracted from the experience. And be able to birth scenarios out of the experience. If your experience results is not able to help other people, you are not matured yet. You are in the process. And so I've dated for 5 years. We have been married for 7 years. I've been hearing that, sister, it doesn't matter. You're still immature. You are an amateur with long years experience.
You are not matured, but with long years of experience.
Long years of experience. You don't know for what. You just have years, and you've been in it, and years to come, you still be in it. You say the same things. So make a decision and say that I am going to mature through life. The breakups, the insults, the mistakes I did, where I thought I could have fixed it but I lost it, where I thought I had it but I lost it. You learn from each and every one, and you practice it on and on and on until it's able to be helpful to yourself and helpful to the next person closer to you. Then you know that you are on the path of maturity. So that's the first principle.
Good point there.
The second one, maturity waits on invitation.
Maturity waits on invitation.
You are matured, but you just don't jump into something that you are not invited on. The fact that you know doesn't mean that when people are talking, put your mouth in. The fact that you think you have an experience means that when they haven't given you an invitation at all, you want to talk. That is also, again, the difference between an experienced and a matured person. A matured person would wait. What do you think? What do you have to say? Their family gatherings, their relationship conversation, their friendship conversation, you are there. You know, but you choose to be quiet until they ask you, oh, Sammy, what do you think about this? Oh, A, B, and C. Simple, straight, short, you go your way. Hey, lady. Lady, this matter. Share. My husband told me, lady. Sister,
take your time.
Who has invited you?
Wow.
Do you understand where you are? It's corporate. Your husband took you out for end of year party, and by chance on the table with his board or his boss, your boss asks, oh, sometimes men come home late. What do you think about lateness in marriages? Hey, brah. Asem bra boss. Say my husband there, sister yamo, and he'll come 9 p.m. and he'll hey. We know he's aware your husband comes home late.
Yeah.
But wait till they ask you that, Mrs., what's your take about it? Well, I think that it affects the home. The kids don't have time to see their father. They are doing great job out there, but they have a role to play at home as well. That is maturity.
Beautiful.
It is not now that you are coming
to put it.
Yes, you've said the thing. You have wisdomized it. 2 days ago, I wrote on my status, you can be wise but not have wisdom. You have put the content in the container. So when the boss is going home, he is reflecting and thinking. It is not for you to talk and say, boss, give me your number. What?
So when he's late,
I'll call you. Because he has children at home.
I saw you go.
Maturity waits on invitation.
Beautiful.
The next one. Maturity doesn't entertain or look for rumors. In the field of maturity, in a matured home, you don't go and knock. Papa, we don't knock. What's up? Hello. Hi babe, how are you doing? How was your boyfriend? I just saw your boyfriend. I'm taking you video. I'm sending it to you right now. Have you seen? Hey, na brasa me he's here. And Asame Rasta. And Michael now.
Don't mention my name, please.
So what?
I'm innocent. Mention them. Leave me out.
So what? So. But if you have a mature partner, it's very difficult, very, very difficult for people to come to you with rumors.
And I took a photo of them. They were standing by the car.
Rumor, no, it's not the person who is coming. No, it is how you entertain.
And they keep the photo forever.
Of course.
That photo that hurt you.
Yes.
You are keeping it forever.
It's just a prayer point. He has taken 3 points already. It's not that you are preventing the issue. We've gone to Anti-CC. We've done U10. We've come back. We've bathed. We are sleeping. Apaya to what?
If a lady on the photo thing, I want to send greetings to my friend B, but I won't do it.
Please don't.
I shouldn't.
My cause the damage control might be expensive.
My friend B's wife.
Don't.
I shouldn't.
Friends be wife, they don't. If not, today it's a Friday.
She might be watching.
Of course.
In fact, she knows.
Do you understand? Some people are so when your partner, your girlfriend is asleep, you are looking for the phone. Now they say there's thumbprint, and so when the person you are using the thumbprint to go and press the phone, so that you go inside there to go. Maturity does not look for rumors. You know, but you don't care. That is maturity. It's not as if you don't know. Knowing is one thing, caring about it is another thing.
Good.
Whatever the person is doing is up to them. They can hurt your knowledge because you know about it, but your emotional reaction, they don't have that right. That's true. Your partner is working, and sometimes they get to know that you have known this since 19400, and so when they come home, they are, in short, they are helpless. Hey, you haven't asked them to sweep, they are sweeping.
They are working.
You
haven't
asked them to iron, they are ironing. Nobody has asked them anything. Still.
They are just working to erase their sins.
Yes. It's not now that give me your secretary's number, and then you are looking at status, and you are going here. It's my husband at home. It's my boyfriend is here. Have you seen him? I've been calling my boyfriend. If you call your boyfriend for 1 or twice and he didn't pay, you've called all the 11 friends of his. Why? Ordinary common girlfriend, sister. What is it? What is it?
Lady, my friend's wife sent me a message.
It is well.
She says you are not my friend. Oh my God! Message, you are still my friend. In fact, this weekend, if I'm in town, I come and eat
it. Well, maturity doesn't look for or entertain rumor.
Beautiful.
At all.
Beautiful.
The next principle is maturity knows when to act and when not to act.
Maturity knows when to act. Okay.
And when not to act. Hello, 2021. You don't get up in the midst of a family meeting when your mother-in-law and your father-in-law are there. We are trying to, figure out maybe Christmas they are together, and your husband probably might have done 1 or 2, or your wife has done 1 or 2. That is not the time to start throwing your tantrums. That is not the place that you start doing signs and wonders. And what kind of a wife did I marry? You can't even cook on time. Your mother-in-law is there. Know when to act. After all, Christmas in 3-4 days, they'll be gone. If you think you forget, write the matter down. We call something we call the bedroom court.
When the phone even has reminder. Yeah.
When everybody is
put it on your reminder.
We go to the bedroom court.
Set a date.
Of course.
That you would want to talk about this.
Of course.
And on the day, the phone will give you an alert.
Sit down, Mr. Man. I need to straighten you.
Talk time.
Straighten the person. And after straightening, you do some amendments. And by morning, we are all smiling. Know when to act and know when not to act as a mature person. As for me, Lady Reverend, if I keep it on my heart will pain me. I free myself. Nobody is saying don't free yourself.
Free yourself,
but free yourself at the right place.
Beautiful.
Free yourself, and it's very important. Media, if it happens and I keep it, then my heart is doing me boom boom. I can't sleep. I agree. But it doesn't mean, say, by the roadside, that is when you have gone to hold the baby daddy because he forgot to bring money for snacks. Into by the road in the morning, when people are going to school, you have hold the man by the waist and you no snack. Yesterday you didn't buy diapers, you didn't do hair. What is it? Maturity knows when to act.
You're in the spirit.
You can do the same thing at another place and you will get results. Why do you want to embarrass yourself? Do you think your relationship is the only one that has issues?
Never.
Acting also means when to talk.
Never. Yeah.
Sister, you've spoken from deacon. In short, if you find the imam cry, you tell the imam about your problem. Why? Are you the only person who is married? Or you are the only person whose wife has cheated on you or husband has cheated on you? Cheating is ongoing. But once it's not chronic and it is impulse, we take it like that. If it becomes chronic, then we get worried.
They've stopped.
Then once a while, if the roof gets leaky, it happens.
We will fix it.
We'll fix the roof and we go. But if it's becoming chronic, that is, and even if it is chronic, you don't come from imam to pastor. Even if you get jujuma, you talk about your issues.
I see.
Know when to act.
Okay.
The next one is maturity has ears to listen and to understand. Experience
maturity has ears
to listen and to understand. Now, intelligence, listen. Experience, listen. Adults, listen. Children, listen. But maturity understands. It's one thing to listen, and it's another thing to understand. Not in your language, but in the language at which the person is communicating. Sometimes before people will talk, you're already on the judgmental table. I don't understand why a human being would do that. A human being has done that. If you don't understand, go and bend the sea.
And it is a human being that will do that. Of
course. I can't think far. Literally, can you imagine? I can't imagine it has happened. What was his excuse? It doesn't make sense, but that is his excuse. In short, that is his best reason to have done what? Why did you choose the house girl? He said you were not available.
So you go.
This house girl is not nice and she's not as yes, but you were not available. At the point of arise and shine, what was there was what Oga used. I'm not defending Oga, but the point is that when you asked, that was the reason that Oga you gave. So are you going to sack the house help anyway? You might bring another one. In short, now they use house boys. If you use house boy too, Madam too is tempted to do same. Have ears to listen and have ears to understand. We have already said that sometimes it might be nonsense, but there's still sense in the nonsense.
Yeah, that's true.
So don't just listen and understand it in your own way alone. How you feel, how you want it to happen. Understand that the person on the other side could have done better, but they didn't do better. Could have done better, but they didn't do better. This one there, she's more experienced. Kojo will say that marriage counselor, this marriage is broken. It happens. I don't want to understand it in my language. I want to understand in her language that a marriage counselor's marriage has collapsed. Do you understand? It's one thing to listen and another thing to understand. Perfect. Finally, for this week, then we'll continue next week.
Good.
Maturity communicate with clarity.
Maturity communicates with clarity.
It's enough about proverbs and idiomatic expression
and why
and
saying.
puzzles
and why saying
and why saying and status and just we should find what is wrong with you on the status when you are sleeping right here with me. Hello, auntie. Is everything fine with you, brah? Yes, my wife haven't noticed that I'm quiet. So you might be moody. What should I do about it? If there's something wrong with you, take your time and breathe, but let's talk about it. Don't say my wife haven't noticed that I'm quiet. My wife haven't noticed that I don't come home. So once she notices that, she should ask. She's not asking this time around. Communicate with clarity. Honey, you did this. I'm not comfortable with it. It's the reason why sometimes I don't want to come back home. Communicate. Talk. Your wife is not a prophetess. She can't read signs and wonders. if you decide not to come home early, sometimes you might think it is work. If you decide to watch football all day by yourself, maybe, everybody get moody sometimes.
That's true.
And so communicate with clarity. You want the money. You want the money for A, B, and C. Don't say, the money that I asked, you didn't add a little bit to it. When I go and this one happy and this one happy, how will I come back home? Sister, I asked you, how much do you want?
Need.
Don't pretend as if you are a Proverb 31 woman. So you want to pretend like you can save. The thing, you need 1,000 Ghana. You say, if you give me 500, I can manage. What is that?
Then later you complain
and say, what if I go and the thing is expensive? Why don't you ask extra 500? Say that I need 1,000. Rather, when you go and Sam is left, when he comes back home, surprise him and say, bro, when I left and I went, it was 800. So take the 200. If you don't like it, cry, I will take it by my. There are some giving. When you are giving, you are still holding on to the money.
Yeah, I know that. I know that.
Do you understand?
Because you don't expect the person to take it.
In short, even if he's taking, you are not giving. Your
hand
is somewhere. It was 800. I told you, and I'm not sure you want to take that one. In short, I remember that I need to buy some heavy and something, so I have deposit. You've told the person the honest truth.
Solid.
Communicate with clarity. It shows that you are mature. It is not your how many years in the relationship. It's not how many husbands you have married. It's not how many wives you have married. It is how you are able to communicate with clarity.
Thank you so much, dear Lady Rev.